And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him.
Alexander-Arnold.
Forward it goes. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Valverde. Plays it out to the wing. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee.
Alexander-Arnold.
And they've been caught out here. He gets past his man. Chance! Oh, great save, real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Mbappe.
And he's there to cut it out. Kovacic plays it forward. Dashing forward at pace. Rodri does well there, alert. Oh, what a ball! Has a hit!
Well, I think when you're in that situation, all you can do is tip your hat to the keeper, because that was fantastic.
Going through. Well, they can break here. Valverde. And it's Bernardo Silva. Rudiger cuts it out. Looks to clip it forward. Played into space out wide. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He's got a chance from here, but not the kindest angle. Ake tries to get it forward quickly. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Good challenge. He just stood firm. Foden was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Alexander-Arnold.
He spotted the run and played him through. Could move up and goes for goal! Goal!
Oh, it's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
Madrid get themselves into the lead.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
He goes long. He's through. Now is he in? He's gone for it!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Shot a goal! Oh, that's a fine save!
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Alaba plays it short. And it's played forward. Kovacic.
Mbappe.
Donnarumma deals with it effortlessly. Played out to the right. Now the counter. Well, the score's only 1-0. He's had a go! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Cut out in the nick of time. Rodri. Foden gets it back.
Alexander-Arnold.
There'll be a throw-in. Vinicius Junior. That intervention was very necessary. And it's half-time here. And here we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight. So your views on the first half?
At least, Peter, not conceding another goal has kept them in this game, and they can up their response in this second half.
Madrid, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And we're underway again. Madrid
Carrying a one-goal lead.
Vinicius Junior. Hit in, and the finish! This could fall anywhere! Oh, that's a fine challenge. Foden drives it forward.
Alexander-Arnold.
Valverde, already of course on the score sheet. Hoists it forward. Valverde.
Alexander-Arnold.
Bernardo Silva. Rodri goes looking. He's gone for it! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Yeah, that's great running from the way he manoeuvred himself into such a good position to receive the pass and go through on the goalkeeper then.
Valverde. Mbappe. Rodri drives it forward.
Alexander-Arnold.
And that has put paid to that. Manchester have plenty in the middle.
They've planned to defend the aerial route and will do so with numbers.
How about a shot? That's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Bernardo Silva. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next?
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope. Has a hit! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Forward it goes. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And the keeper's given it away. Vinicius Junior! They've done it! And this is getting better and better.
Donnarumma.
Did well the first time, nothing he could do about the follow-up.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
Madrid grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Valverde.
It's got through and has a pop! Wants to get it forward quickly. Has a look and place it in.
Madrid really are almost trying to pass the ball through a brick wall at the moment. You can see the sense of anxiety has now shifted to the stands.
Valverde. Vinicius Junior.
Gets wrestled off the ball. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Shoots! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Surely a shot. Goes for goal.
Foden.
And there goes the final whistle. Madrid, very much the dominant side, almost the only side. Every time they got on the ball, they looked like scoring. It is a landslide. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Madrid kept such a high defensive line and squeezed the game with really good pressure on the ball, and it made the big difference. It helped them to control things to their liking, and they looked comfortable.
So that's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Mbappe! Kovacic. Rodri. Rudiger. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Rodri tries to get it forward quickly. Alaba.
Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. Alexander-Arnold.
That's not going to make it. Forward it goes. That's a promising ball. And what's he getting here? Madrid really could have done without this. To open the scoring. And he's buried it! 1-0. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You could feel the tension as he and he tucked it away perfectly.
Madrid trail at this early stage. How will they respond? Gets it back.
Alexander-Arnold.
Hoists it forward. Gets into some space. Deflected leave behind for a corner kick. It's a throw in. Bernardo Silva. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Big chance! Has a pop! Sticks it away! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight! What about that, Jim Beglin?
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
Manchester get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Vinicius Junior
Hits one! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Kovacic tries to stroke it through, and a shot! Fence has got rid of that. Kovacic goes for goal! Looks to clip it forward,
and it's got through. Alexander-Arnold. Valverde.
Gets away from his opponent. Timely intervention.
Vinicius
Junior! Bit of a misjudgment. Just brushed off the ball there. Cut out in the nick of time. A heavy challenge. Ake plays it forward. Hoists it high. Oh, delightful ball. He could be in here. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty.
Madrid present their opponents with the best possible chance here.
Courtois looking to stare down to unsettle the take. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it.
He was just never going to miss.
Oh, you could always see he was confident about that. He always looked like he was going to score.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
This is one of the best performances I've seen in a while. He's practically taken on this team single-handedly, and they don't know how to stop him.
Manchester, he's had a go! And that is doing no harm.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Rodri drives it forward. Valverde looks to dink one in.
Vinicius Junior
is onto it and can take it up. Donnarumma deals with it effortlessly. Bernardo Silva provides an outlet.
Vinicius Junior.
And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away.
Mbappe.
And it's played forward. There is the half-time whistle. As easy as 1, 2, 3. It really has been that straightforward halfway through the match, but very little to suggest that much will change over the second half. And we're already back underway here.
Madrid can show their manager and their fans how much grit and spirit is actually in this team. The right characters can rescue a situation like this. I think we're about to discover if they're present.
Vinicius Junior! Keeper's got his work done.
Madrid just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Loose ball, who's going to get that?
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Valverde. Hoists it forward. It's a brilliant interception. Bernardo Silva dashing forward at pace. Big chance! Without the best in the keeper.
Manchester were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Valverde.
We've got to see a real determination and purpose now if this deficit is to be recovered. No holding back and being patient about this challenge. It's time to roll the sleeves up and go for it.
Oh, the ball's come loose. Real chance! Oh, outstanding save.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
And it's played forward. Kovacic lobs it in gently. Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Well, it's a safety in numbers approach to defending here.
Yeah, but dropping deep can bring more trouble.
Yeah?
Well, shots from distance and space in wider positions, besides the obvious issue of inviting most of your opposition high up the pitch.
Vinicius Junior. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Vinicius Junior! It's off target and by quite a way.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Rudiger cuts it out. Tries to get it forward quickly. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. It's a decent ball. Tries a lob. Oh, it's hit the post! And through to the goalkeeper. Mbappe. Now a chance to break. Vinicius Junior! Kovacic. Forward it goes. Kovacic needed to come up with a better ball.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Goes to finish! And he should have made it 4. He came in hard, very hard. Oh, well defended, that had to be done.
There's a long ball. Ake. Rodri plays it forward. Into the last 5 minutes. Foden. Alaba. And now the breakaway. Hoists it forward. And he's there to cut it out. And the referee brings it to a close. Madrid thoroughly outclassed here. They came up against opponents who were better in all areas. No argument. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough to